Onward, Christian soldiers, marching as to war, with the cross of Jesus going on before. Christ the royal master leads against the foe, forward into battle, see his banners go. Onward, Christian soldiers, marching as to war, with the cross of Jesus going on before. Oh, for a faith that will not shrink, though pressed by every foe, that will not tremble on the brink of any earthly woe, that will not murmur or complain beneath a chastening rod, but in the hour of grief or pain will lean upon its God. A faith that shines more bright and clear when tempest rage without, that when in danger knows no fear, in darkness feels no doubt. Lord, give us such a faith as this, and then whatever may come, we'll taste and hear the hallowed bliss of an eternal home. A charge to keep I have, a God to glorify, a never-dying soul to save, and fitted for the sky, to serve the present age, my calling to fulfill. Oh, may it all my powers engage to do my Master's will. Arm me with jealous care, as in thy sight to live, and O thy servant, Lord, prepare a strict account to give. Help me to watch and pray, and on thyself rely. Assured if I my trust betray, I shall forever die. Rise up, O men of God, have done with lesser things. Give heart and mind and soul and strength to serve the King of Kings. Rise up, O men of God, his kingdom tarries long. Bring in the day of brotherhood and end the night of wrong. Rise up, O men of God, the church for you doth wait. Her strength unequal to her task, rise up and make her great. Lift high the cross of Christ, tread where his feet have trod. As brothers of the Son of Man, rise up, O men of God.
Good evening. Let's edify the saints with professionalisms and shenanigans. Okay. Where is my background? I don't know where it's at. I really wonder where it went. Hello, Reba! Fun Friday! No, it's not that. It should be right in here, but I don't know why. It could be in there too, but no. I don't know. Like we're supposed to have. That's not at all what I want. Nope. Denied. Overlay. That's cute. I don't want that either. That's fine. That's a lot better. Okay, looking back at the chat. Maha! Please no spamming in the chat, please. And hello. Reba says, Fun Friday! Hooray! Maha says, Wow. And then Connie says, Elijah. Hello to you too. We get Banana. Maha, please. No spamming. You're welcome to be here and you're welcome to comment normal rationally, but please no throwing a whole bunch of stuff in the chat for no apparent reason. Kind of makes it look a little trashy, if you know what I mean. Reba says, how's the weather there? The weather is cold. Very cold. Right now we are at a balmy. Let's see. The wind gusts were up in 26 mile an hour steady winds for most of the day. That was cold. Currently it's 30. No, hang on. We're refreshing. Currently it's 33 degrees. Why? No phone call there, Bob. I'm live. Why are you calling me? Prixley says, yo! Hello. How you doing today? And thank you for joining us over there on YouTube. Yeah, we got 33 degrees. It's nice and balmy. The low is 23 degrees. It says currently that it feels like... Not 23. Yeah, it feels like it's 23. The low is 32. Oh, the joy. Hello Kitty says hi. Hello Kitty. Hello. Yeah, thank you for joining us on YouTube. Oh, so yeah, the wind was pretty bitter out there. It was not very pleasant to be in. But we were in it. In attempts for filling the freezer, which we were unsuccessful today. Is it snowing? No, but yesterday we had whiteouts. Yesterday the wind was blowing in heavily from the north, and it was blowing snow off and on randomly. But it didn't stick. We had snow a couple weeks ago, and it stuck. It's still here. It's just finally melting. Matter of fact, I might even be able to pull up some photos. Let's see if I can do that. I gotta remember how. do 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 do. Share screen. Not yet. Cancel. And Prixley says, "How's your day?" My day was good. How about yours? As I kind of covered, it was cold. But it was a good day. So, okay, here's a good couple. Yeah. You can almost see it in progression even. Oh, yes. Let's back up to Tuesday, shall we? The 9th. December 9th. This is the view out of my back door. Reba says, not too bad. She heard it was awfully windy. And then Hello Kitty says, I literally dyed my hair red for Christmas. Oh, getting yourself in the festive spirit, aren't you? Bring it on. Now let's see if I can get this accomplished. I gotta remember how I'm doing what I want to do. Is this doing what I want to do? No, I don't think that's doing what I want to do. It really should be in here. No, I don't want there. Come on. Wow. Aha! Found it. Mission accomplished. Carol says good evening. Good evening, Sister Carol. Hello Kitty says, yep. Bring it on. You know, Christmas only comes one time a year. Aww. You can't sit around and stay, please. She says, oh, gotta go. Bye. You have a good day. I was just getting ready to show my photo. This was Tuesday. Last Tuesday the 9th. But yeah. Thank you. I tried. So yeah, yeah. I'm supposed to have a co-host, as many of y'all are aware of. But, of course, he decided to be absent. Let's get our CEM logo back. I don't know why or where my background theme went. This is bothering. Oh, aha! I found it. Much better. Oh, so much better. Let's do the fireplace, shall we? I think the fireplace would be a nice touch. Yeah, we'll try that for now. We might change it up a little bit. We'll try that for now. Much better. That makes me feel better about life. So, yes. This was Tuesday the 9th, I believe. Probably. There I have my coffee cup in hand. The fireplace was not going, but we had warmth. Okay. And then, so they had that. Move on up. Yeah. The videos just really don't give it justice. Tuesday, we had the furnace go out at the church building. Story of my life. And, yeah. So that was all fun. Thankfully, the repairman was able to get there. And he did have a spare part just for this furnace. and was able to slap it in. We did have heat. It was a quick fix. It just took him 4 hours to get there. Poor guy, he was working on a different project, and then the next town over. So, yeah. But then we had, this was our snow conditions, and it started snowing again. And then, let's see here. Ooh, burger and fries. We had this, and this was, I wish you'd tell me more about it. Oh, Dick Van Dyke turned 100 here recently, in case anyone wondered. No, stop, no. Don't do that. No, naughty. Back button. There it is. That's the button I need. December 13th. Oh. So December 13th, we had this for snow coverage, weather conditions. Oh, and then we had, wow. Then we had burger and fries from Bebop's. That was good. If CJ was here, he'd be drooling and freaking out. And then this is out in the field on December 15th. Out there in Adair, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was Adair. A good bit of snow. Gorgeous day out. Cold. Cold is a good describing factor. Cold. Oh, and that was a gorgeous sunset right here. Excuse me, that's the sunrise. Got to get your directions. And that's December 17th. So just a couple days ago, this was the sunrise. And as you can see, the snow has already been melting a lot just between the 13th and the 17th. And then, oops, wrong button. Wrong button. And then, this is the button I wanted over here. That was later that day. Back down there in Adair. Looking for Bambi, going wherever it is. Looking for Bambi. Then, got a cute video because I had to pick on CJ. And then this was today. Yep, this brings us up to date. So yeah, you can kind of see a progression of. You can see a progression. We've just been losing the snow because the highs will get just above freezing, and the sun comes out and cooks things and makes things warm. So we've been losing the snow kind of rapidly. Reba says, wow, it's beautiful. 56 there. Oh, man. That'd be hot. It did get down to 29 one night. Yeah. I mean, our low is freezing today. 32, but the feels like right now is 23 because the wind is going at 23 mile an hour. So, oh, the joy. Let's see if I can kind of shrink this down a little bit, move it over. Oh, yes. I am a genius. Love it. That is great. So now that lets me share this and then have this up and be able to see comments at the same time. That has been the problem. It's bouncing back and forth between the two pages. So, do I have anything else that's neat to show? I don't know. Oh, well, this is gorgeous. December 4th. I don't know if I got to show this off. December 4th was when? I feel like I haven't showed y'all a photo album in a while. That's a Thursday. So, Friday, we're on. I should have shown you this photo, but I might not have. Ta-da! December 4th. The sun was just setting this time. It was setting. I was outside, splitting wood, got that done. I don't know about that, Sister Reba. See, I think what people get confused is wind chill factor and the feels like temperature. They're different things, and I think people get them confused. Because scientifically speaking, if you take a bowl of water and you build a box around it and put the bowl in the box, it'll only feel the actual temperature. Whereas if you take a bowl of water and put that on top of the box, on a hill, in the wind scrubbing will rip the heat out of that water and freeze the water on top of the box faster than it will the stuff in the box. And so I think what people get confused is wind chill or wind scrubbing, and then the feels like temperature. The feels like is totally made up. We don't know who it feels like that to or what determines feels like temperature, but we can prove that things put out in the wind do chill and get down to freezing and lose temperature faster and indeed get colder. So that's been my personal theory. Is some people don't know the difference. And deer obviously do feel the wind chill factor because they will run out of the wind and go bed down where there's no wind because it's warmer out of the wind. Skylar, he made it. Reba says, "Oh yes, that's gorgeous." Indeed, it is. Oh, man, the good Lord made a couple really nice sunsets here recently. And this is another photo, the same sunset. I just zoomed in a little bit more. And oh, man, wasn't that gorgeous? Reba says, "Hi, Skylar." If only I had a fork. Someone left a jar of pickles right beside me. And that's dangerous. Reba says, "That's just what I've heard." Yeah, I'm not picking on you, Sister Reba. I'm not picking on you. It's just I've heard various things too, especially recently. I'm like, no. And they talk on and on and on. I'm like, I think what you mean is the feels like temperature. Wind chill does exist. It does. Feels like does not. That is a totally subjective temperature. But yeah, it's just one of those things that pet peeve. Seeing, I learned all this in my research for the greenhouse, because a greenhouse that you put standing up out of the surface, like a normal building, will experience what's called wind scrubbing, where the wind rips away the heat from the building. Whereas if you put it in the ground, it doesn't experience wind scrubbing, at least on the sides of the building. It might a little bit on the top, the roof, but an above ground building has 4 sides that get wind scrubbed, and then the roof, so that's 5. And someone went through and did a whole mathematical formula about BTUs and heat loss and everything that I've researched. So it just irritates me when people are like, no, wind chill doesn't exist. Or I don't believe in wind chill factor. And I'm like, what? It just but no, I'm not trying to pick on you, Sister Eva. She says, oh, I know wind chill exists. It does. It just And then, see, right in that same vein of thought is then the people that will try to tell you that water is not wet or doesn't feel wet. I don't know if you've encountered these type of people, but they'll be like, water is not wet. It's just that's how your hand processes the change in temperature. Or something along those lines. I'm like, you have no idea what you're talking about. Oh man, there's so many people out there with weird ideas. But yeah. Or like, you don't actually feel water's wetness, you just feel the difference in temperature. No. So how's Skylar doing today? Right, Reba? You just can't believe those atoms because they make things up. Yeah. Dirty, rotten tricksters. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I know I showed that photo. I know I displayed that. Dad showed y'all the Christmas tree. Those are so funny. No. We. Nope, I don't have any more in the photo project to show. Not really. Yeah. Nope. It's been kind of quiet here recently. We're ready. We're already 30 minutes in. That's a miracle. And I'm already almost out of coffee. That's not surprising. Got any requests, Sister Reba? Or anybody? No, I don't know. It seems like the banner is always not where I need it. There you go. Yay! I got the banner back. Bible topics, random topics, song requests. We'll see what we can do. No guarantees. I told you, someone left that jar of pickles here. That's dangerous. $5.57. The Lord's our rock, in him we hide, a shelter in the time of storm. Secure whatever ill betide, a shelter in the time of storm. Ah, Jesus is a rock in a weary land, a weary land, a weary land. Ah, Jesus is a rock in a weary land, a shelter in the time of storm. They're pretty big deal, Sister Reba. A shade by day, defense by night, a shelter in the time of storm. No fears alarm, no foes affright, a shelter in the time of storm. Oh, Jesus is a rock in a weary land, a weary land, a weary land. Oh, Jesus is a rock in a weary land, a shelter in the time of storm. The raging storms may round us beat, a shelter in the time of storm. We'll never leave our safe retreat, a shelter in the time of storm. Ah, Jesus is a rock in a weary land, a weary land, a weary land. Oh, Jesus is a rock in a weary land, a shelter in the time of storm. Baby kosher dills. They are a big deal, Sister Reba. Now hang on, I'll be right back. Until then, enjoy the beautiful fireplace. Feel its warmth, hear the crackle. I'm back. I wonder if Skylar's still with us. We don't know. We'd like to think so. He's probably over there across the room working on a car. Maybe he's enjoying the fireplace. We don't know. He's probably still with us. Just away from the phone. E.T. phone home. Reba says, yes! We don't know what it was to. Whether it was the pickles or the fireplace. We don't know. 'Tis a mystery. Maybe it was even the pickle joke. Oh, Carol! She is still with us. Baby kosher dill pickles. They're tasty. The juice also is really good. Reba says, does he still work until 9? Yes. Normally he works till 9. So he could be at work. I don't know if he's at work today, though, or not. He could be. It's kind of hard to tell what days he works. Reba says, the pickles! Yes. I like sour or tart pickles. I'm not a sweet pickle person. I like pickle juice. Hence, I just drank most of the jar. Can't let that go to waste. Carol says, I love dill pickles. Yes, they are the best. There's 3 pickles left. That's one for me, one for Reba, and one for Carol. But we can't get them. There we are. Got one. Carol says, I'll even drink the juice too, like you. Yes. Just, you can't let that juice go to waste. See, I'm really kind. I'll only drink the juice if I'm going to eat the rest of the pickles. Which is exactly what I'm going to do as soon as I can get them. Want a pickle, Sister Carol? She says, send it on over. We just reach through, grab it. I'll eat it for you. How about that? In honor of Sister Carol. And Reba. Reba says, I'm not either. I love dill pickles in my potato salad. Not sweet. Same. It's that essence, that tartness for me to balance the potato salad. Reba says, thanks for sharing. You know, Sister Reba. Sharing is caring. One pickle left. It's even a smiley face if you turn it right side up. Come here, little pickle. Carol says, Publix has delicious dill pickles. Apparently, so does Best Choice. Not sponsored by them, but they have some pretty good dill pickles. Tucker joined us on YouTube. He says hi. Hello, Tucker. Thank you for joining us on YouTube. I hope your day is going well. And if it's not, I hope that your time here can at least help. And if it is, well, I hope it only just makes it better. Reba says, if I get leg cramps, pickle juice is an instant cure. It probably has something to do with the salt as an electrolyte in pickle juice and the vinegar as a pH balance changer. Your pH balance might get a little bit out of whack, and the vinegar in pickle juice might help put it back. But I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I just play one on TV. Tucker says, how are you today? I am doing great. It has been a beautiful day. It was cold out. We're at 33 degrees here. And the snow is just kind of, well, I mean, it's not melting right now, but it has been. We had a good layer of snow, about between 6 inches to a foot, depending upon where. And over the last 3 to 4 days, it has gone down significantly because we hit the highs at like 45 degrees some days, and it just starts melting. But right now it's 33 degrees. But yeah, that's how I'm doing. I'm doing good. It was cold today. Carol says, got to remember that. You do. It'd probably help. And Tucker says, it's going great. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Tucker also says, LOL. We have amused Tucker. Reba says, it really works. I believe it does. I'm not surprised, to say the least. You know, I mean, it's the simple things. For example, the ingredients we have, drumroll please, cucumbers, water, vinegar, salt. Of course, it has the classic sodium benzoate preservative, natural flavors, and then, of course, they got to throw in a little bit of yellow 5 for kicks and giggles, because apparently it didn't look yellow enough. But yeah, I'd hazard a guess it's probably the salt or the vinegar in the pickle juice that relieves the cramps. Maybe it's just the water. Maybe you just get a little bit dehydrated and just need a little bit extra water. And Tucker says, Merry early Christmas! Merry early Christmas to you too. And a Happy New Year. Early. You know, we got, what is it, next Thursday? We got a little under a week, about a week till Christmas. And then, we don't have long after that till the New Year's. It's just, we're at the end of the year. Just how it happens. Don't look at me. I don't make the rules. I do wish I had more coffee, though. That would help. Can you believe it? Okay, there's about another drink left, but that's it. Took about 30 minutes. About 30 minutes for me to totally drink that. And that wasn't even steady. That was off and on. Reba says they say fries and a small Coke from McDonald's cures a headache. probably because of the salt. And Coke, I think it has a little bit of potassium in it. I think. So that probably would help too. And, some people get headaches from not having enough sugar, which the Coke would do that. Give you some sugar. And fries, potatoes are starch, so that converts to sugar. So I don't know, but it's probably the salt. You'd be surprised the things that salt can do. Doctors for a long time now have been saying, salt is bad for you, and your chemically engineered salt, I would agree, is probably really bad for you, but your body needs salt to run. It's part of what keeps your electrical currents going for your nerves, that keeps your brain ticking, and allows things to happen. So you need salt. People that go on a salt-free diet is not good. And, especially if you can get iodized salt, that's also really good. Iodine is good for the thyroid. Carol says, haven't been to McDonald's in ages. Me neither. I particularly do not like McDonald's. Compared to other burger joints here in Iowa, you can get a lot better burger for the same price, if not cheaper, than McDonald's. It's just, that's the fact of it. Tucker says, why? Why to which part? I've said a lot. Need a little bit of clarification, Tucker. I'm sorry, I went fast. Rebus says, I think it's just an excuse to go to McDonald's. That very well could be as well. And I'm sure for some people, it's the stress relief part. Some people get relief from stress by stress eating. And so some people start craving McDonald's, and that might cause them to have a headache. So I'm not going to say that it is a very good idea to go get fries and a small Coke from McDonald's whenever you have a headache. But I'm not going to exactly knock the thing as long as you're not doing it 24/7. Carol says they say there's sugar in their fries. That's carbs convert to sugar, and potatoes are mostly carbs / starch. So yeah, I do believe that it wouldn't surprise me that their fries are sugared or are high in sugars. That doesn't surprise me. Tucker says, why do you need sugar and salt? That one's kind of a long one for both, but I don't know if you're familiar with people that experience high blood sugars and low blood sugars, but if your blood sugar drops low enough, you don't have enough energy in your system to go. Your body ceases to be able to function because there's no energy because you need sugar. Sugar is a good thing in proper quantities. The problem is, in the average American diet, there's a lot more sugar than necessary. And then people try to wean themselves off the sugar too fast, and that causes problems. But yeah, you need sugars to go. One of my boss men, he's been struggling to get his blood sugar under control, and has done a really good job here within the last year, give or take. But for a while there, he was experiencing issues where his blood sugar would drop too fast. and that would make him get dizzy. It'd make him run out of steam, couldn't work too well, and it would also increase the amount of pain he was in because the pain receptors in your body fire off and go, ah! Yeah. So he had a lot of problems when his blood sugar got too low, but he had less problems if it got too high. He wouldn't experience so many, but he'd also get kind of dizzy, and he would also kind of hurt, but not as bad as if it went too low. So, I mean, there's a balance point. And then salt, very similar. Salt helps your body, your brain do the electrical connections, and salt helps various aspects of your body. So, I mean, both are necessary in the proper amounts. That's the tricky part because, the average American diet, we're consuming way too much of both, thus leading to, obesity and other health problems. Hope that helps. Of course, remember, I'm not a doctor. Don't take any of this as official medical advice. Disclaimer. I just play one on TV. Reba says, I always eat their fish sandwiches, and they have a great breakfast. It's not my burger place. See? Not a burger place anymore. And I'm not a big fish guy. I do like their breakfast. Tucker says, well, I have to go by. You are my number one favorite YouTube. Thank you, Tucker. You enjoy the rest of your day. You have a good one. And thank you. Feel free to subscribe if you want. You don't have to. Not going to force you. Not going to beg. But if you want, you can. He says, you too. Thank you. I appreciate it. And, yeah. So, Tucker says, I will. Thank you. We appreciate it. Me and all of those who are on staff here at CEM. Oh. So, yeah. I'm not much of a fish guy, fish sandwich type of person. Bye, Tucker. But I do like breakfast. Breakfast is good. Carol says her sister loves their fish sandwiches. Rebus says your sister has good taste. Itchy, scratchy. Yeah. I mean, like I got right here. Oh, shoot, I closed it out because I thought I was done. My mistake. Right here. Okay, first we're going to start with this one because it's a classic. This is what I had yesterday for lunch. You can't beat a good A&W. Stop it. There we are. Much better. Yoink. Can't beat a good A&W burger. This is their number 10, the spicy Papa burger and fries. Much better burger than McDonald's. Much better. And so, yeah, kind of messy, a little bit all over the place, but overall, very tasty burger. Yum. And then the next one, which, I'd say they're both equally really good. Where did I have this? This one? Yes. Is the good old delicious Bebop's. If you ever get a chance to stop at a Bebop's, do so and order their number 2. Or if you really need that bacon on your burger, do that too. But yeah, their number 2 for me is the average go-to. Of course, their number 1 is the same as the number 2, except you just get one patty of meat, whereas the number 2 you get 2. So yeah, it's a gorgeous burger. Mm. I mean, just look at that. You can see. I mean, it's not a greasy burger. It just has a lot of. It's not dry. It's glistening, fresh, not stale and dry. Their fries are really good. I think they have a good, probably a beef fat for the fryer. Delicious. Oh. Carol says, I haven't been to an A&W in years. They all closed down. That's a bummer. We still have A&Ws here in Iowa. Jefferson, which is up north about an hour here, has, I think it's one of the first A&Ws in Iowa. Don't quote me on that. Personal theory there. I don't remember anymore. It might be one of the first A&Ws, but also don't quote me on that. But, yeah. We still have A&Ws here in Iowa, and they are very tasty. But if you can't get an A&W, or if you're in the area and you haven't had Bebop's, try Bebop's. They have a really good burger too. And matter of fact, Skylar happened to just send me the history of Bebop's here the other day. Their first location here in Iowa, because they are based. I think the owner started a burger chain near the border between here and Missouri, and then something happened, and he got the ability to move up in here and buy his own place, and that's the one he moved up here to Des Moines, I want to say, and started the first Bebop's. But yeah, so it's in Iowa, or maybe it started in Missouri. But, I think it's a native to Iowa burger place. Carol says, good night, everyone. Love you. You have a good night as well, Sister Carol. She says she's never heard of Bebop's. It's really good. Worth a try. If you ever are in the area and you can, do it. But you have a good night, sister. Reba says, we don't have A&W here anymore. We do have a lot of really good burger places here, though. That's good. Texas should have a lot of good burger places. Texas has a lot of good burger. As in cows. Just like Iowa. Iowa has a lot of good cows. And good quantity of cows. We have more pigs, I think, though, and chickens. There's more chickens in Iowa than there are people. Fun fact. And some of the people are chickens. Reba says, good night, Sister Carol. Rest well. Amen. Rest well. And Reba says, my daughter makes the best. Now that, I believe. You can't top a good homemade burger. I mean, these fast food places can get close, but they can't top it. Oh, how about one more song or so? And then we'll close out. This is and steaks and barbecue. Yes, Texas has the best barbecue. My boss man spent a lot of time near Lubbock. Tucker, you made it back. Welcome back. But my boss man spent a lot of time near Lubbock, Texas, and that's where he went for his college. I think for both art and Bible major, but whatever. I forget exactly. And his time spent there in Texas really sharpened his taste for barbecue. He's really sensitive about the barbecue he eats. It has to be really good. Tucker says, yeah. Yeah, Tucker, I'm just, we're on the subject of burgers, and so I was showing off one of the local burger joints here, native to Iowa, called Bebop's. Bebop's. And, yeah, they have a really good burger. If you ever get the chance to slide in, either get their number 2 or their, what is it, like 3 or 4, it has the bacon on it. But, yeah, the number 2 is a solid. Number 2 combo. If you ever get a chance. I mean, just look at that burger. It's not dry. Fresh cooked. You can even look in the back in the kitchen and watch the guys slap the meat on the grill. It's great. Arguably the best burger in Iowa. Matter of fact, I do believe it was voted the best burger here for the last, 2 decades? I think. So, one of the best burgers. My two favorite burger joints are Bebop's here, like I have displayed, and A&W, which is also a very Iowa-centered or rooted burger joint. I have my A&W here from yesterday. Their number 10 Spicy Papa Burger. Awesome. But those are my two favorites. I do not like McDonald's. When it comes to burgers, especially. Oh. So, yeah. My personal opinion on two favorite burgers. Yep. Well, I'm gonna sing probably one more song here before we get ready to close out. Redeemed. 544 in the songbook. Reba says, and catfish. Catfish. Catfish is good. Redeemed, how I love to proclaim it. Redeemed by the blood of the Lamb. Redeemed through his infinite mercy. His child and forever I am. Redeemed, redeemed. Redeemed by the blood of the Lamb. Redeemed, redeemed. His child and forever I am. Redeemed and so happy in Jesus, no language my rapture can tell. I know that the light of his presence with me doth continually dwell. Redeemed, redeemed, redeemed by the blood of the Lamb. Redeemed, redeemed. his child and forever I am. I know I shall see in his beauty the King in whose law I delight, who lovingly guardeth my footsteps and giveth me songs in the night. Redeemed, redeemed, redeemed by the blood of the Lamb. Redeemed, redeemed, his child and forever I am. Reba says, and sweet tea. Yes. I wouldn't know about Texas catfish or sweet tea, but I would say it's good. I mean, I wouldn't doubt ya. I wouldn't. Reba says, it went by too fast. I really enjoyed it. Thank you, Osha. You're very welcome, Sister Reba. It did. This hour seemed to have flown by. Gonzo. Much like this year. Too fast. Oh. Itchy scratchies. It's because my hair was in a hat all day. So, y'all, I hope you all have a wonderful day, or rest of your day. And I hope you all continue to have a good day, or by your time spent here with me, whether it was through the chit-chat, or the wonderful photos of beautiful scenery, or burgers, or the songs, that y'all have had a better day than when you started, when you came in. And that it would continue to get better, or stay good. But as always, I thank each and every one of you for being here. Till we meet again, God bless you all. Stay safe and stay strong. Until next time. Bye-bye! Toodaloo, pip-pip, cheerio. And Tucker, thank you for coming back. It was good to see you. Bye!